Yo, yo, yo. I just got back my PSA DNA order, about 65 cards. And I also, right before that, got a couple ticket stubs that I had signed. So I'm gonna show those at the end. So I'd go through, knock these out pretty quick. They all came back as authentic, so that was great. And half of them are going to go on my PC, and half of them I'll probably list. So right off the bat, Bart Connor. So I was collecting these. There's an incredible movie. It's called Rad. It's a cult classic. It came out in like 1985. It's about BMX bikes. And it was a favorite of mine and my cousins growing up, my sister and some of my other friends. So I've been collecting these Bart Connor autographs because he played the role of the bad guy in the movie. So I've been buying these mostly to try to aim towards selling to people who are fans of the movie. And I have sold a couple, and people have reached out, and they knew of Bart Connor more through Rad than through the Olympics. But I have that card there, and then I've got 3 of these total. So I've got that one, and then a different image. So I'm keeping one for myself, and then I'll sell the rest. But I probably won't be trying to pick these up. They are relatively cheap, but you get them slabbed, and there's some good margin there if you're looking for flip value. Then I got Mike Holmgren. I wrote to him recently. I had this card, and then I also had his 97 Packers from it's a police card. So I think this is the one I'm going to keep because it's got the trophy on there, and he did inscribe it Super Bowl champs. So very cool card. On top of that, then I also was able to get Ron Wolf, who was the general manager at the time. So those are going in the PC, the 2 police ones, and then this one I'll probably list at some point. So, all right. Next card is very cool. I picked up this Willie O'Ree, the very first black hockey player in the NHL. He didn't have a very long career, but it's still breaking barriers. And I have another one of his. I wrote him a while ago, and he sent me back a card. So I have this one now as well. I'll probably compare the 2 autos and see which one maybe I like better, but I'll probably end up flipping one of them. Next up then is this Bam Margera silver Sharpie. You can read it, but it's, I don't know. I caught it on a cheap auction on eBay, sent it in, and it was, I figure I'll make something off of this. But I've got a number of index cards signed by him, and if this was a better auto, I would have kept it for myself. Growing up in that era, in the early 2000s, Jackass was like all the rage, and I was like in college, and I was a BMX guy and into like skateboarding and whatever, and me and my friends were just we would do dumb stuff too. So I think that resonates with a lot of people at my age group. But I wanted to get some of his autos, and I got this one, and I don't know, I just don't really like it too much, but I think somebody out there will probably pick it up, and the very minimum I'll break even on my what I spent on it. So these next 2, I met Gary V at the National last summer. He had a lot going on. He gave me about 60 seconds, which is more than enough time, and just kind of talked about going to rummage sales and stuff because he's into that, and that's something I'm into. And we talked about what cards we were picking up and whatnot, and I talked about that in a previous video when I did my recap of the National. But yeah, he signed this card for me, and then he signed this one as well. I'm keeping this one for myself, just the extended line. It's fine, but you know, I like this one. I like the SIG on that one a little bit better. So, but yeah, pretty cool that I got to meet him. I tried to take a selfie with him actually, and somebody called to him like right as we were taking it, and he's like looking away. So it's just it's kind of a story. But then I've gotten into a big run on just all the last through the mail guys I could get that are in the Hall of Fame. So I got Whitey Herzog here, and I tried to just pick up their rookie cards and get those signed while I could. Then I got Bill Mazeroski. I actually picked this one up. I just found it for super cheap on eBay, and there was like an auction. I was able to snag it, you know, last second. So I got that. But then I also got his rookie card signed, and I sent that one to him. And you know, real quick turnaround. There is, I think, paper loss on the back. Oh no, there's a little somebody's initials or something on the back there, but which is fine because, you know, I just wanted to get the card signed, and if a raw copy would be a lot, and I was able to get this one for, you know, for kind of a steal, for the front being pretty great, honestly. So then up next I've got Orlando Cepeda rookie. I had him inscribe it with the Hall of Fame. Really nice card. I mean, these older cards, you know, is it 58, 59? Either way, I think it's 58. But you know, trying to find Hall of Fame rookies raw, you know, in the 50s is going to be, you know, kind of an expensive endeavor, depending on what you want, especially if you're just willing to throw it in an envelope and then ship it across the country and whatnot. So got this. There is I don't know if you can see it there, right there. There's a little bit of a crease in there, but that's all right. I don't really mind at all. I just wanted to get the signature. And with these, I had the option, as we all do, of getting the signature graded. I'm not sure how I want to go about that. You know, I'm just happy to get the card, you know, slabbed and have it authenticated. If anybody has any idea of like how big of a swing does that make if you get an authentic card and then, you know, or just under trading card and then you get a grade for the signature. I'm just curious about that because it's $10 extra, which isn't really a whole lot, but just figured like most signatures are going to be 9s and 10s unless they get smudged or whatever, and I didn't really know if it was well worth it, especially, you know, if I'm doing 65 cards and which players it matters for most. Like Bart Connor wouldn't matter that much. So anyway, Jim Cott, I got his rookie card. He's a little bit pricey, and it took him a little bit. I was kind of getting worried, especially because I think his rookie card was, you know, $40-50, and then it was another 40 or 50 to get signed. But I did get it back, and so happy about that. You know, he just got inducted in the Hall of Fame in the last couple of years. Then after this, I got Masanori Murakami. If you saw a previous video that I made, I've mailed him before, the first Japanese player in MLB. Really cool story. You should look into it. I talked about it more in my last video, and just because I've got so many cards and I've already rambled a little bit, I don't want to keep going. But I got this one as well. Really cool signature, and he signs it as Mashi, which was his nickname when he played. After his career, his very brief career in Major League Baseball, he went back to Japan and pitched like a whole, like another like 18, 20 seasons or so. Next up, I've got Jim Palmer here. He's very cheap through the mail, like $10, and so I had no problem sending him extra money and just asking him to inscribe in the Hall of Fame, and he did. So that was pretty cool, and really quick turnaround as well. I wrote him for my '79 collection as well. So, all right, and then next up here, Fergie Jenkins, one of the best guys in baseball from that era. I mean, not just as like a pitcher, but just like as an overall nice guy. If anybody's ever had the pleasure of meeting him, he's very friendly. He'll talk to you for a minute. He's really proud of, his career, and I believe he's a member of the Black Aces, and just great Hall of Fame pitcher, and just always has like a smile on his face. He's a great Twitter follow too, or X, if whatever. But yeah. So, and he'll sign his Hall of Fame inscription for free. So, glad to have that card. Next up here, if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I'm just kind of hoarding Bob Uecker autographs. Whenever I can get them, I do. So I picked up that one. That's the first time I've gotten this one. It's a weird card. It's action packed, and so he signed it in pen. And it looks all right, but it's a weird, the top of the card just is kind of like glossy and whatnot. And so, I think that kind of affected the signature a little bit, but I don't mind. I'm glad to have it. And then I had this one here, and then another one when he was on the Phillies. So, I don't know. I need his rookie card signed, and I need his first Cardinals card signed. So, I maybe one more. I mean, he only has 6 cards. I think I have 4 of them. But yeah, I'd really like to get his rookie signed, and I actually sent him a couple of times, and hopefully there's another short window that opens up. I wrote to Raleigh Fingers here, and got back his rookie, with the Hall of Fame inscription. His signature is so great. I don't know. I can't speak enough about that. And he loves the sign, and he's very affordable. So at one point, I believe he had the most saves in all of baseball, but that record's been broken a few times since then. And then second one. So this one will be going up for sale. That one's going to be staying with me. But yeah, being from Milwaukee, and also being an A's fan growing up, you learn a lot about guys like Raleigh Fingers. Vita Blue, interesting story here. I have this rookie, but my friend gave it to me, and it's really cool how the red Sharpie to go along with the Athletics in red. But I had actually wrote him and sent it off, and about 2 weeks later, he had passed away. So I did not get that card back, and and he did have a fee that went along with his signing. And I'm just hoping that somebody, at least open the envelope. And I had this card and a couple index cards. It was like $40. I'm hoping that his family got the money, didn't just get thrown away. But whatever. For me, it's obviously it's gone. So when my buddy found out about that, he hooked me up with this card. So that was very nice of him. And yeah, A's legend, and threw a no-hitter. So all right, Bert Blyleven. This is a really great card, and he's got a nice signature. He included his Hall of Fame inscription, and yeah, the card itself, 71, is so brutal for chipping and everything. So pretty nice card overall, and a little off-centered, but yeah, really nice signature. It really pops, and got that from him. And again, got him through the mail. 72 Carlton Fisk. Got this one through the mail with the Hall of Fame inscription. I know I could get Cecil Cooper and I believe Mike Garman signs as well, but I just really wanted Fisk on his own, so I decided not to. And I know last time I wrote to Cecil Cooper, he inscribed it, and personalized it, so I didn't really want that either. So I just went along with this one, and maybe another day I'll try to do a full card. Goose Gossage, who again is really great about signing through the mail. He has started charging as of late, but I got him a few times and never charged, and was always, would always like throw in a note. And one time he actually threw in a card because he knew I was going for the 79 Topps set, and he sent back a card that was him with Raleigh Fingers, and Fingers had already signed it. And so pretty cool that, he hooked me up and saved me a few bucks on not having to send the card or a card to Fingers. So pretty cool. Herb Washington. This is a great card. For any historians out there, they will know that Herb Washington was actually a track star. He didn't really even play baseball. But he was brought onto the A's as a pinch runner. And in his time, I believe he was with 2 seasons. He stole like 33 bases. And this is the only card in all of Topps that was listed as a pinch runner. You see the DH out there, but really cool to get this one. Unique piece. I'm really, really stoked to have it in my collection. Up next, Jim Rice. Got that one through the mail. Dennis Eckersley also picked that up. Raw sent it to him. Got it back. Cool card. He's got a huge signature. Looks really sharp. So, Andre Dawson coming up here. Sent to him. And he's got a great signature as well. Glad to have that one. And then because I had it, I decided to send in his second-year card as 78 Topps and get that one signed as well. And that looks really cool with the rookie cup. Yeah, just a lot of these I knew that, and some of these guys are getting old, so I wanted to get them into my collection. I still had the chance, and even if they're around for a while, it's not like prices are going to be going down on any of these guys. So, all right, so Paul Molitor, got him. I saw him get inducted into the Hall of Fame, and I mentioned that in there in my letter that I wrote to him, and he threw in his Hall of Fame inscription for me. So super cool. He, didn't need to do that, but really stoked that he did. Obviously, I considered hanging out and trying to get Alan Trammell, Yoel Washington, and Mickey Klutz, but I guess Trammell either no longer signs or comes back ghost signs, so I'm not taking any chances with that. But another 79 Molitor, and that's his first card on his own, and I love this card. I don't know what he's smiling about or anything, but it just looks like it's such a great card, and his batting helmet's kind of beat up, and I don't know. I just love the image of this card all around. These next few actually picked up at an antique store. They were super cheap, but Ted Simmons being in the Hall of Fame, I think I got them for like $5 or $8 each, something like that. So send those in, and these will all be flips. I've got a few Ted Simmons autographs. So there's that one, 82 Donruss, and then I'm certain I sent these in order so that that one would have matched up with the other that I had, but for whatever reason they got mixed up, and whatever, that's fine. Harold Baines, picked that up off eBay and got that one slabbed. I wrote to Lee Smith, got that one slabbed up as well, and let's see here. Trying to move fast a little bit. Again, these kind of got mixed up, but I wrote to Wade Boggs a few times last year, and I think I need to take a break. But I got his 83 Donruss, and I've got a few of his 83 Topps, but then 83 Fleer, another 83 Fleer, and then 83 Donruss. So I've got the quote-unquote rainbow of all of his rookie cards signed. I'll hang on to those. I'll sell the others or trade or whatever. Ryan Sandberg, kind of the same way. I wrote him a few times. Got a number of his Topps cards here. But, I mean, again, they sign for relatively cheap. You know, you get them slabbed, and you know, you can make your money off the grading fees pretty quickly for the rest of your cards. So happy to have those in there. And then got Dwight Gooden. So I found that on eBay, and that was at a good price, so I picked that up. That's his first Topps card. Actually, it's not. He's got his Topps traded card. I forgot about that. So, second year card. Picked this up at the National last year. Just Don Sutton. He's no longer with us. He's in the Hall of Fame. So this was his last card, I believe. I think he retired after 85. So, Barry Larkin, another Hall of Famer. I got this Bob Feller card for $3 at an antique shop. It was just in a $3 thing, and it was, you know, even though it was signed, it was still labeled, and it's $3. Like, Bob Feller is one of the best. He would have had 300 wins without the war, easy. So cool to add that in there, and it's not, you know, it's not a major card. It's some, you know, 90s Impel from 91. So, but yeah, Bob Feller, Hall of Famer. All right, Mike Messina sent this one and this one as well in both rookie cards. $10. He includes his Hall of Fame inscription, so that's pretty cool. And then we've got, coming down, this is the last, near the end here, Dave Parker. I got this at the National as well. I've got him on an index card, but I didn't have him on any other card, and he went to the Brewers after this, so I need to get a Brewers card signed by him at some point for my Brewers collection that I had going. This last run then is all Canseco cards. If you've watched my channel, you know that was my guy growing up. So I've got his pro cards here when he was with this was like Tacoma, although this was like I think this is a 91, 89. So, you know, he was already well in his playing days, but they still, you know, reissued it. 86 Donruss with the 40-40 club. I got this Huntsville card, which appears trimmed. I don't know if it is or not. I'm not familiar with that set at all, but I just picked that up and decided to send it to him to get. He was doing a signing, and I had the opportunity to mail it off, so I did. Another 86 Donruss 40-40 club inscription. Sports Illustrated for kids. You know, I love getting his signature on like oddball stuff. I do need to slow down on it a little bit because I don't. How much Canseco do you need, or can you take even? But I got that one, the Modesto Athletics. He has another card from Modesto that I'd like to get signed, but I haven't had an opportunity to yet. 87 Fleer. This card slaps. I mean, you got the blue border, blue signature. Looks really nice. Happy about that one. These are all, for the most part, PC. I'll sell off one of the Donruss, maybe two of the rookies, because I already have a couple other rookies signed. I love how this card is, too. This is just like some score insert thing from, I don't know, 1990. But looks really nice. I had him inscribed at 40-40 Club. And, you know, just the jersey on the back and everything else. So, love that card. And then, last but not least here, this is from the Huntsville Stars as well. And, yeah, I got that one signed. So, pretty cool about all of those. And then we're at the 24-minute mark. Went a little bit longer than I had planned, but so it goes. All right, so if you saw Chasing Cardboard, you saw that one episode where Raleigh Fingers is in there, and Ty does a trade to get to get the Game 7 World Series ticket signed. I saw that and I jumped on eBay because I knew Fingers signed through the mail. And I actually found a pack of four seats that were together that somebody was selling, and picked those up and sent them off to Raleigh to get signed, along with that rookie card that I had earlier. And I had them inscribed at Game 7 signed. PSA, when they slabbed the ticket, I just had them do it authentic. These were in a scrapbook. I'll show you in a minute. There's paper loss on the back, though, of all of them, and it's all very similar. But, yeah, they have the label as Raleigh Fingers 2-inning save. You know, the auto was a 10, and, yeah, really nice. I almost wish that he had put the inscription, like, in the water here, but it still looks very cool. So happy about those. I don't know what these go for. And then there's the paper loss. But I'm keeping one, and I'm selling 3. If anybody has any idea what something like this goes for, I just joined the Boogers ticket stub group, and you're one of their policies is you can't ask for what stuff goes for. You kind of have to set it. So, you know, trying to follow their lead there. I don't want to get myself in trouble with that, but this one's super cool. I almost think that this would be the one that I'd keep for my collection, except for this little paper loss there. So it ends up, the one I'm keeping for myself is actually going to be this one here, which is pretty cool. And then I've got one more, and I was so stoked to get this and get it back because it's super sharp. But when I was 12, I got to see Nolan Ryan's 300th win, and I sent this off. At one point I found a general admission full ticket, and I sent it off to get signed. The signature I think is super sharp, and the ticket stub as well. And when it came back, the ticket got a 10, which is like mind-blowing to me. But the auto got a 9. And, oh man, that stung. It still stings. I just got this back on Friday. You know, because I do think that the auto is really nice. From what I've interpreted from other people is that if Nolan would have used maybe a different marker, I'm not saying that this one's worn out. Maybe it was too fine. I'm not even sure. I don't know how they determine that, you know, because I think the signature, it's as sharp as can be. But, you know, I also have another video where I have a conspiracy that they are overcritical on Nolan Ryan items. And so I could have had a 10-10 here, and instead they had to give me the 10-9. And in reality, I probably would have been way happier if the ticket would have got a 9 and the auto would have gotten the 10, but I'm fine. Just kind of a slap in the face, I suppose. Anyway, the other cool thing about this ticket is that somebody else pointed out when I was posting it on a Facebook thing, that it's ticket number 1966, which was his rookie year. So that's kind of cool. But yeah. So that's it from me, and I don't know, I do have a sub at PSA right now that I sent in January. Those have been coming around pretty quick. Hopefully, in the next few weeks, you'll see another video from me, and that's about it. So thanks for sitting around for the last 29 plus minutes, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. All right, peace.